We're gonna do it live.
Instagram's not working. I'm trying to click go live and nothing's happening.
You got to go live on here first. Oh,
there we go.
There it goes. Yeah, it takes. There's a big delay there. Whew. Hello, come on in. We're being joined by a special guest here at the house.
Come say goodbye. Or leaving.
It's my wife saying goodbye. It's Brian. You're live. We're live.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
There's
Say
Emerson.
hi, Emerson. My hair looks better.
They're on their way to Penn State.
Have fun.
Did you show them that?
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye. Love you.
I would not.
Bye. Love you.
Love you
We'll be
too.
back by like 9, 10 o'clock
All right.
tomorrow night.
All right. Goodbye.
All right, we're live, Joe.
I know. How are you, Brian? What's going on, man?
Oh, not much. What's going on with you, Joe? That's the question.
Well, woke up with this on my head. Band-Aid. I fall down and go boom last night, I guess.
We can send them the videos if you want.
Nope.
The
Where-
video. Well, that would be interesting.
I have not seen them myself yet. Yeah, I went to a little fundraiser last night, like a raffle type thing, and they had open bar.
Well, you need a little break.
I definitely needed a little night of letting my hair down. So that I did. It's okay. Goodbye. You can stop making comments.
We got a couple people joining in on Instagram, it looks like.
Oh, nice. I'm going to try to see if I can see it over on my phone maybe too. And then I don't even know how to on the Coffee and Commerce Live or the such a delay. Who's on there? Hey, I got are you watching the Coffee and Commerce Live?
Yep, I got both of them up. How's everybody doing this morning? Super Bowl Sunday.
It is Super. Oh my gosh. I kind of forgot. I mean, I kind of slept in and just getting my motivation going here for the day. I don't know. All right. My audio's okay now, though. It's not echoing anymore.
Not that I can. Yep, I think we're good to go.
Yeah, good, man. Oh, I don't even know if I can I recline back and even be on the camera still? I was definitely overserved last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I can't believe they did that.
I know. Those darn
That's
bartenders.
Oh, my God, these bartenders, they just it's like their job is to give you drinks or something,
They see Joe Mazon and they just can't stop,
Yeah, they are like, oh my gosh, is it Joe Mazon? Here, have a drink.
Life of the party is here. We gotta get him going.
Oh man. I don't know who's joining us today. Hopefully man, I'm hurting though, man. How's your week been? I know you and I talk a lot, so it's kind of weird to get on here, but you had a pretty good week, right? Had some fun stuff happening.
Yeah, honestly, a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Like you and I kind of talked about the other day.
We can probably talk about.
What's up?
Yeah. Well, maybe we can talk about a little potential working on a trademark. You and I, we can talk about that on here. That's a fun little project we got going.
Yeah,
excited
for
that.
So
Brian and I venture down that road, see what happens. The dynamic
I'm really
duo.
excited.
We got to come up with a name for our team, for you and well, I am too. I'm looking forward to it. Just hopefully we get it set up the right way. I've got these forgot I got these headphones here. I could always pair with my computer and set up to wear headphones. I got a nice set of
oh, nice.
The Bose. I don't know what model they are, but yeah, they're nice. But yeah, so then we and I've been working on that fun little project. Started that, and then I'm taking off Wednesday to go out of town for a few weeks. So I'll be living in a hotel. I'm pretty excited about that. Not really. But, I'll maybe have some free hours in the hotel to work on the business a little bit.
Yeah, I think that'll be good for you, Joe.
Not
like
a
I was
paid
kind of saying
endorsement.
the other day.
Yeah. Not a paid endorsement, but man, we're drinking some Liquid IV today. I don't know if we can get a sponsorship from them, but their stuff is good. My wife took good care of me. I woke up, she had a bottle of Liquid IV made sitting past her. Hey, you knucklehead, quiet. Liquid IV sitting next to me in a pile of ibuprofen.
Good to go.
Yeah, hopefully. Hungry though. Griswold.
What? Well, hey Joe, let's maybe go in depth, I guess, while we're waiting for some chat and potentially some people join. Why don't we talk a little bit about what are you looking forward to with the whole trademark idea? You want to explain kind of at least like kind of the idea with the branded bundles with it and everything, so people can kind of get an insight into kind of what we're looking forward to here soon.
Yeah, pretty cool. Actually, yeah, we're just we're working on a trademark together, and hopefully gonna do some bundles. Start working on. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I'm gonna quiet him down. Hey, Knucklehead, come on in here. Hey, get over here. Get in here, you knucklehead. There's the Can we see Grizzy? You want everybody say hi to Griswold? Oh, Griswold. So he didn't want to be on the live, I guess.
We got Zane in the chat here. Two handsome gentlemen here, he says.
Oh, yeah. I did my hair. Zane, you want to join us for a few minutes in the live? I don't know how much time you got. You want to come in for 5-10 minutes? Love to chat with you. We can send him let me send him a little link real quick. And see if the Zanester will join us. I owe him. I actually got to talk to him anyways. I'm going to send you a link, Zane. If I can find it here. Sorry. Joe's moving a little slow. That's for sure. Joe's on his. He's hurting today. I don't. I think the last time I actually.
15.
Yeah, perfect, brother. I'm sending you the link. There you go. Send it to you in Discord, man. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. So Brian and I are working on some different products to start building some bundles. I had some ideas. Now, did I just cut out? There we go.
You're cutting out a little bit.
And we're going to merge our ideas together. Both are food related. Okay, a little bit of a delay, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're looking at some food products and come up with some bundles. And I have there was two things I kind of had in my head last year that I wanted to work on this year was two different trademarks. And I wanted to do one that was food related and another one that was more of like I guess a health and beauty related is the best way to put it. So and Brian has you got some ideas on what you want to do. So we're kind of merging that together. I'm going to team up on this, and as soon as we get some advice on how to structure it back end wise, right, the business side, we're waiting on some words of wisdom from that, and maybe we'll be doing some. I'm excited. Just to see what it takes and where it takes us. I'm actually looking to see if no reply back on our email. I was just checking. So. Oh, the light. Yeah, there we go. The lighting gets a little better if I get in closer, doesn't it? I'm hurting, man. But yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to see where it takes us because I think we talked about how we're kind of coming up with more of a I don't want to say a bland name or a generic name, but where we can kind of go in different directions with it, which I think was a cool idea, right? And we're not going to try to be locking ourselves into one little subcategory. So with the name at least. So Yeah, excited, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I think honestly, I think I'm looking forward to kind of trying something new on Amazon because we've been, I think both of us have kind of gotten into a rhythm with retail arbitrage and online arbitrage. And, you know, I'm always enjoying learning new things. And I think that this is something completely new to both of us that we're both going to have to try and learn.
Yeah,
And now that we've kind of built up our businesses enough, we can kind of afford taking a few risks here and there
yeah,
to put a little bit of money into kind of these new aspects of Amazon that we've heard so much from friends in our community in general, that have had insane success with these branded bundles. So
yep,
I know I've just been kicking it down the road over and over, and I don't know what clicked, but just a couple days ago I was like, you know what, we're gonna do it. We've got enough capital built up. I think it's time to try something new.
yeah,
Uh, See if we can learn a little bit about, just branded bundles in general, learn about that whole side of Amazon. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we go back to what works. But I think that especially in this kind of business, like you got to be trying those new things out if you really want to succeed in the long run. You got to be willing to try them at the very least.
yeah. 100%, 100%. Um, it's gonna be fun. I think that's the best part. I think we're gonna have fun with it.
I do too. Yeah.
I'm sure we'll make a few mistakes here or there. But,
Yeah.
um, I'm gonna send a message here. Hold on. I know there's a couple different people that trying to. Yeah, dude, I'm not my usual ball of energy today. You know,
Yeah.
uh, I'm looking. I got to get into the warehouse later today. That's on
Yeah.
my agenda for today. Kind of tie up any loose ends, anything we got to get shipped out before I leave. Um, you know, um, try to get some stuff out of there. Put the old storefront. I'll probably just put everything for. We don't have much. We're doing FBM right now, so it's very not a lot. I'll just throw that on a vacation mode for whatever. Then hit the road.
So what's your strategy with that? Is your daughter going to be helping out a little bit while you're gone, or are you
But
you trying to shut things down a little bit
yeah,
just
I
to
think I'm
take a
just
break
gonna.
from it?
Yeah, I mean, we've got some products we're buying they're actually shipping all prepped. So that's. I don't really have anything coming in. I probably have some stuff on its way. Probably have a few items that'll come in that just might have to sit for a few weeks, I guess. I don't know. I was hoping we had ordered some stuff. I don't know where half of it is. Like my OA orders just haven't been showing up. So
Yeah, why don't you talk about that for a second, Joe? How do you keep track of OA orders? I think that's something that I really struggle with for a long time, and it took me a while to realize it, but then I was like, holy crap. Like there's things that I'm just like not even being sent and I'm not even realizing it. You're just
yeah,
throwing money down the drain. How do you keep track of that personally?
I have of course, a spreadsheet, spreadsheet on top of spreadsheets. But so for us, we have a spreadsheet of all items purchased. It's a generic one that runs and runs, and then at the end of the month, Nell, our teammate Nell here, she takes everything and then breaks them down into months, archives it by month. So there's just multiple tabs for what month. But we literally send pretty much, for the most part, everything's put into that spreadsheet from SellerAmp. We have a Google sheet named purchased or items purchased, I think it is. And when in SellerAmp, I actually, you put your buy cost in when you're doing the research. And then we also use the quantity portion on SellerAmp, right? There's a spot you can put in the quantity, like, so I put that in there, and I even try to do it on the product's actual the site where we're buying it from, which with wholesale and stuff like that doesn't work out well, unfortunately. But then we just send it to the Google Sheet. It gives all the info that needs to be in there, and we have some additional columns after the basic stuff. So I think our columns are something like they're check boxes, right? One's a received checkbox. One is listed or editing. If it's going to go to unlisted inventory, it just goes to unlisted inventory and inventory labs. And then Nell also should go on and create the listing for us. We just changed that up more recently because we were doing so much FBM during the holidays, really doing everything FBA. So she literally just goes on Amazon and creates the listing, which is good too. It double checks, make sure it's good to go, no issues. Those wonderful 5885 error codes that we've all been seeing. And then we can get a plan of attack on that stuff. So that's really how we do it. So the received box is just literally a check mark. That's how we track that it actually came in. Don't really go into too much elaborate detail about who received or anything like that, because typically it's me or my daughter. So that's really it. What do we got? How do you handle returns? Oh, that come over from Instagram?
Yep, got a comment over on Instagram.
Hey, Joe on Instagram. For returns for me, I handle them all in my warehouse. So we have a small warehouse. If you guys don't know the story, but we have a decent sized warehouse, but we only really use a small portion of it. We bring the returns in, we inspect them when we relist most of our stuff. I have to admit, I don't get a ton of dead returns that I can't do anything. It goes back on Amazon. If it can't, eBay. If not, I've donated stuff before too. I donated a whole bunch of toys Christmas time this year to Toys for Tots. I even got a little carried away. I started throwing in stuff that was still sellable inventory. I just loaded a lady's car up. She actually came to the warehouse from Toys for Tots, and we loaded it up. But that's typically what I do is relist it or eBay. Like I said, I don't get a bunch. How about you, Brian? Do you get a ton of returns? Now you use a prep center mainly. So what do you do? Your returns come to you?
Yeah, pretty much. My returns are mostly unfulfillables from Amazon, and sometimes they'll be unfulfillable and I'll get it back and it'll be perfectly fine. I actually just created a shipment the other day because I kind of let it pile up over the past couple months and basically got to the point where I had like 30 items or so that I just created an FBA shipment to send them in. A couple of them I actually listed like new condition because maybe there was something slightly wrong with like the tag on it or something being kind of torn. Just stuff that's like not an issue necessarily with the item itself. And then, if for whatever reason I can't sell it on Amazon anymore, I'll go see if I can sell it on Walmart, and then I'll go see if I can sell it on eBay. Especially if there's something really wrong with it, I'll go list it on eBay essentially.
Yeah, that's what I do is mostly eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I truly don't end up with a ton of, I don't end up with much dead inventory that I can't do anything. Yeah. I'm even trying to think if there's anything laying around right now that's like not usable or sellable. I just don't think I have anything. It's weird sometimes how stuff comes back though. I think it's funny. I just saw a return for an item I haven't, and I'm still trying to figure it. I didn't just have the time to dig into it. It's an item we sold like a year ago. And it's just getting where is this thing come from? It was a vacuum sealer for like food. And I haven't sold it since it's been a year. And I just noticed it in our messages the other day. I'm like, how is that even being returned? But
You're like, how's that in the system anymore at this point? You know what I mean?
right. And I need to really look into it. And after we get done today, I'm going to go back to the couch and wear this hangover away. Maybe I'll just get on the phone and see what I can figure out. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, returns aren't too bad for us. I know. Well, I've been toying around with the idea of putting a full-time employee onto my warehouse and starting to take returns for people. So one of our buddies from our Discord there, your Discord, really, sorry, mentioned a while ago, there's always a need for that. People need a place to send dead inventory. So it just resurfaced again, the conversation on a call the other night with a bunch of folks. There's a need for certain places to have a place to send inventory. And I actually have a couple buddies that recently opened liquidation warehouses. So they've got 2 buildings, 2 retails. They open, I think, on the weekends only. I'm not sure on their hours, but they sell off liquidation pallet stuff. In fact, we hooked them up with 9 pallets of stuff that we had from when we tried doing pallet sales last year. And so they've got a great avenue. They're doing a really good job with it. They got cool stuff. So I'm toying around the idea of offering to bring items in from select sellers. Really, when I say select, I mean people I know. It's not going to be open to anyone to send us stuff, but we'll probably look to see what we can do. I know there's 1 or 2 distributors out there that are looking for a place to get rid of stuff like that as well. I think I might have even identified a potential employee. So there's going to be some conversations when I get back from this next trip I'm going on. But I might actually have someone that's been running a warehouse for years. The company he works for is retiring and they're closing down. And he's been just an outstanding employee from talking to the owners. And that gentleman's going to be looking for something. And maybe we can just bring him over and keep him in the same line of work and give him, maybe that might be in the works this year. So we'll see. What do we got over here? Another question?
Yeah, we got another question over on Instagram from Joe Kicks.
5 ones. I don't know if it's too early. I wouldn't say, but I'll tell you what. I mean, it took me a few tries to get it right. At least I can tell you, I failed with my first VA, and I failed, not the VA. I just didn't spend enough time talking to them and getting to be involved. I kind of thought it was like a fix-all, like, oh, you just get the VA and let them go. And I didn't do a good job, Joe. I would, if you're confident in is it a sourcing VA? I'm thinking, is that what you're asking for? Is a sourcing VA or an admin VA? I don't know. Let's see what he says there, but I would recommend for sourcing, if you're doing OA sourcing VA, that unless you're confident in your sourcing skills, then don't do it. If you're not, then wait until you're comfortable and you know what to do. Because if you don't know what to do right now, Brian and I both use a service. Well, I hate to even say service. We've made friends with a great lady over in the Philippines, and she actually finds, that's her job. She has her own business of finding VAs. She does training for OA sourcing, and she guarantees her work. And we've had some good success, I'd have to say. So right now between Brian and I, we have the total. We have 3 VAs. 2 of them came from that source. My main VA came through a friend of mine that recommended her. Jalen's done a great job. And I know, hey, let's let Zane on in here. I'm going to add Zane in. And hey, buddy.
Good morning.
Good morning, bud. So we're just finishing one thing. And so I would say, Joe, if you're looking for a sourcing VA, if you're confident with your sourcing, that you know how to do what you want to do, then go ahead. It's not too early. But if you're still figuring it out and you're not quite confident and you don't have the time to spend with them in the beginning, because that is important. Spend some time. And if you're hiring an admin VA, well, I don't know if it's ever too soon for that.
Yeah, I agree, Joe. I might have a couple things to add there. I would say I wouldn't hire a VA, excuse me, until you're confident in what you're doing, like Joe said, that's good. But you're ready to be serious about the business as well, because you're taking on that expense. Like our VAs, we pay them every 2 weeks. So if you're not actively utilizing that VA to their fullest and you're not spending money on inventory, receiving money back to where that VA is going to be worth it for you, then maybe it is a little too early. I will say that I got my first VA about 6 months in, but I was taking the business very seriously at that point, spending quite a bit of money each month on inventory. I knew what I was doing. I felt confident in how I was able to source. So I knew that whenever I got a VA, I would be able to guide them in the right direction and keep them busy and keep them going and make sure that they were being utilized the best that they could be. Um, not only for myself, but for them, because you don't want to give somebody a job and not know uh, what exactly they're supposed to be doing for you. You know, that's just kind of my opinion about it. And I would highly recommend starting out more sourcing side, kind of like you said, you'll have them do admin tasks as well. I started mine off within a few months, started to do basic admin tasks like just adding things to my inventory, for instance, stuff like that, that you can have them do once a day that only take them 10 minutes. I would highly recommend you write out, we call them SOPs, so standard operating procedures, something in PowerPoint, maybe a video that you create, just walking them through the process of what exactly you want them to do, because it's really helpful for them to have something to look back on anytime they have questions or if they're confused about a task. So I do that with pretty much all of the daily tasks I have now. I have videos, I create instructions for them, just so they always have something to refer back to. So that's something to keep in mind as well. You want to make sure you have enough time to do those kinds of things, to be able to keep them busy and keep them, pushing forward with your business.
Zane, do you have VA? Zane, did you put on some VAs? Or I know you were talking about it. You did, right?
I have a sourcing VA, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I haven't done the admin VA yet, just because my little brother also works like with me, so I don't really need it.
Yeah, you got your little team there.
But my sourcing VA, he's not the greatest yet. We've been kind of training him still for the last couple of months. But he every now and then he'll find something that's just like absurd. Like he'll find something crazy that I could spend like $20,000, like an OA lead that I can spend like $10,000 on. So, but then I'll go like 6 months and not find anything. So
that's okay. How much time do you spend? Do you interact with them weekly?
Well, now I've actually done a better job. Actually, I've been reading like Traction, to that book that kind of breaks down like how to stop working in your business and on your business. So I've been doing a better job of like standardizing everything, especially like, with my brother too, because I run another business, so having to be selective of where I put my time. So recently, I've kind of required him. My brother now like has to meet with him once per week and source with him live, and then also I meet with him once per week and just discuss basic stuff. Okay, there we go. I had an alarm go off. And then also I kind of I gave him a bunch of courses to go through. Like he's going through the Keepa mastery course, and I bought the FBA roadmap, gave it to him. So sometimes it's easier for someone else to just teach, and then I kind of do what Brian said as well. I have like a Notion CRM or dashboard, I guess, and in the dashboard is just anytime I think of something, like as I'm going through wholesale right now and learning all these new things too, I'm documenting like, okay, how to find a supplier with Smart Scout, how to reverse search a brand, how to reach out to a brand. That way, when my brother eventually takes over some of that process and sourcing, it'll make the process a little bit easier for me. But really, it's just been about setting more KPIs. We just didn't have. We just weren't doing a good job of actually like following weekly KPIs. And since we've been doing it the last 2-3 weeks, stuff's moving along a lot better. We kind of got
Yeah.
destroyed so far this month. We the first like 2 or 3 weeks we didn't send anything out because we switched entirely to prep center. So we had like a bunch of units just get delayed in that process. So
Yeah.
my sales are pretty horrible right now. But
Where's your prep center at? Where'd you get the prep center? You don't tell me the name if you don't want, but where's it at? What state?
it's Danny, if you know Danny. Quick
Yeah.
prep. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I talked to him back at United. So
Yeah.
I've been in talks for a couple of months, at least until I get my own, which hopefully that'll be soon too. I'm gonna just keep using them. So
Right. That's awesome. Good for you. You're coming to ASD, right?
So to be honest, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna be at my MB Seller conference more than likely, but
Yeah.
I'm still trying to decide if I want to go to ASD. It depends on how these next couple of weeks go of like preparing for it. I've been so busy with content, like running the other business, so I just haven't had the chance to sit down and I mean I have a huge list of suppliers that I need to call. So I'm actually gonna start setting KPIs for myself, like call 50 suppliers a week, 100 suppliers a week until the day, because I know I've opened accounts before. I've done wholesale off of Amazon before, so I know how the process goes. I know how to talk to them. I just haven't done it, so I just need to do it so that I can actually. I just don't want to go to ASD, pay for my whole family to go, and then not know what I'm doing. And
Hey, just come hang out with us, though. That's all you need.
yeah, low key. I mean, that would make it worth it. The thing is, it's during Ramadan too, though, so I'm gonna be fasting the whole time.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot you're going to be fasting. So
yeah. So even during the seller conference, I'll still be fasting. So I'm trying to see if a couple of my other friends that do this are going that also fast, because that way at least it would make sense. Because like then I'm not just suffering on my own. But I definitely, if not this ASD, I'll be at the next one for sure.
Yeah.
More than likely, I'll be at this one. So.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question for you, Zane. So you mentioned a couple times KPIs. For people that may not be familiar with that, what does that stand for, and what do you do with those?
Sure. So KPI just means key performance indicator. It's pretty much just something. The way I like to think about it is it's just something that moves your business forward. So for example, my brother only has like 2 very simple KPIs right now. He has a spend goal, and then he has meet with my VA. That's it. So I've started him off very simply. For wholesale, KPI could be open. I know the way Corey does it, he's more on like performance based. Like he'll set this with his VA. So he'll have like, if you open 30 profitable accounts this month, you get a bonus of like $200 or $300, something like that. So it's basically just something that you can measure the performance of your business with, and it's something that moves your business forward. If you guys are not reading that, I forgot the author, but there's a book called Traction, and it literally teaches. It's like breaking down how to take a business that's doing 2 million to however much per year to like 10 million, and it talks about like in revenue. So it talks about how to really take your business from a good scale to the next scale, how to build a good team. That's the kind of stuff that I'm starting to focus on a little bit more this year, because I've already gotten kind of over the beginner, like, okay, yay, my first 100,000 in sales, yay, my first million in sales. But now it's more like, how can I do like 400,000 in a month or 500,000 in a month? So but to crack that kind of that revenue, you need to have a good team in place. So that's what I'm trying to work on getting better at.
Yeah. What's we got a question in here, Brian, or is that from Instagram? That's from Instagram, right?
Buy box Drew. Apparently, he's reading the Traction book too. I got to get on that. Apparently.
He had a question.
And then
That's true. Had a question. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we got another question. So it cut off the last couple words of it, but the gist of the question is: got an IP complaint on something he was already ungated in. Do I accept the complaint or appeal it? Only thing is the receipt says clearance item and not the actual item. Got it, TJ Maxx. So it sounds like one of those things that you go to TJ Maxx and it says just health and beauty product kind of thing on the actual receipt. What do you guys think about that?
That's all you got.
Lawyer. I turn it over to the lawyer. I don't know.
Yes, I mean, what's the? Sometimes the IP complaints are more scary than they really are. What they don't hold any weight.
This is probably his first one as well, though. So my first one, I know. I just accepted it, and they removed it from my account. So it's very likely they'll just remove it from his account if it's his first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 3 or 4.
Oh,
Looks like we lost Joe.
where'd Joe go?
I don't know. Technical difficulties. Well, along those lines, yeah, I agree. I think if it's a case like that, you could accept it. However, I know that Joe and I both have we use a service called Seller Basics. It's like I think it's like $100 a month, and they can help you kind of fight some of those complaints, or at least help you navigate through them. Um, for me personally, and Joe as well, it's like $100 a month is kind of worth it for that kind of peace of mind. Now, they doesn't necessarily mean they can like completely appeal everything and get it taken off your account, but they actually have a team of lawyers and stuff, so they can actually give you real advice on what the best course of action is for IP complaints, for different things like that. If you want to check out, we have a link to them, I believe, with our recommended partners in the description. But yeah, no pressure on joining it, especially if $100 a month isn't worth it at this point in your business. But I think having something like that in your back pocket is kind of helpful. If you appeal it though, what I've heard for at least TJ Maxx, what you can do if you have the receipt still, unfortunately, you probably don't have the item anymore. So I know that that's going to make it more difficult. I think what I've seen people say they've done is literally take a picture of the item next to the receipt, highlight on the receipt what the line item is, and send a picture to Amazon. But if you can't do that, I'm not really sure what the best course of action is in the case of do you accept it or you appeal it, because you probably don't have the item in your possession at this point.
Yeah, I mean, and depending on his account health, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think more than likely your first. I mean, I don't know if this is on everyone's account, but my first IP complaint was, I think it was Vans, and I didn't have any problem. I just accepted it, and they just let it go. So more than likely, that's probably what you're gonna have to do, but definitely get the lawyer on retainer as quick as possible, because it's gonna make your life a lot better when you don't have to worry about that. So
Yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't say you don't have to worry about it, but I would say it makes you feel a
well, yeah,
little
you
bit
just get the
better.
peace of mind that
Helps
you
you
can.
sleep at night a
Yeah,
little bit more,
yeah, yeah. You get the peace of mind, but
I don't know
ultimately,
where did my video cut out? Did I lose you guys completely?
Yeah, we lost you there for a second.
I don't even know where it cut out. I was talking and I looked up and everything was frozen.
no, you're all good. I gotta hop off of here. I gotta go do I'm actually meeting up for some Stanleys. Joe, I gotta send you a picture later. I have like 150 Stanleys right now.
Of course.
That's awesome. I'm down a few. I'm down to like 65 or something.
I've been the flip straws have been moving very good, but I haven't been able to sell many on Amazon or Walmart. I know I gotta take Walmart a little bit more seriously, because I have a friend that at one point was moving, like he was doing like 500 600 orders a day on Walmart, so moving crazy volume. But I just haven't gotten around to like listing the stuff. But I have so many different colors, and I got like 40 of the Arctic Twist for free. So they're just sitting there on shelves.
No way.
Yeah, cause I checked out about 100 of them, and then they canceled most of the orders. I was like, okay, dang. So I only had like 20 confirmed orders that were still like on my Amex charges and my Capital One statement. So I was like, okay, 20 is better than nothing. And then they just didn't stop coming in. So I'll send you a picture when I go. I'll be at my office.
Awesome.
Oh,
I'll
hey,
send you a picture.
before I leave to go on my trip, I'll box you up and send you that printer. Okay. I found the box. I was trying to find the box. It wasn't at my warehouse. I just found it at my house. So I got the box, power cable. I'll send it out to you, buddy.
Okay, perfect. That'd be dope. Awesome. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Coffee and Commerce.
Yeah, thanks for joining, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Take it easy.
The Zanester.
Good dude.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm my friend's daughter just texted me. The one that called me for she wanted a Stanley. I told you she called me the other night. She's like,
Why don't you tell that story? That's a great story, dude.
just no, I don't. It's just funny. She just asked me if I knew what day it would be arriving. She's
Oh my gosh.
oh, that's funny. I got it all boxed up. I'm gonna put it out with some stuff tomorrow for her. So, oh man, yeah. I'll be honest. This next 15 minutes, I'm hurting, buddy. I need to go hit the couch. The 4 ibuprofen are not helping me yet.
Got to bump it up to 5 or 6, apparently.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm draining out here. But what else we got going? What do you got going on this week? Are you got anything exciting happening?
This week. Honestly, I would say, kind of like we mentioned at the start of the show, the branded bundle stuff. I think whenever I get an idea in my head, I go run with it immediately. So I
Yeah.
plan on really diving into researching those a little bit, trying to soak up as much free content as I can without having to pay for some more courses. Not to say courses can't be helpful, but just try and dive into as much free content as I can on branded bundles, and really figure out what I want to do with it. Along with, regular OA purchasing like I've been doing for the past few months,
Yeah.
staying consistent with that.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I see I think Leslie's over watching in on Leslie, you gotta come join. Is it Leslie needs to come join us one day here on this. Don't you think? She should join us on our live. I'm gonna put her on the spot and tell her that. Like, no. Oh yeah, it's gonna. Like I said, I'm not happy that I'm. She just wrote nope.
No, I asked her this morning. Actually, she said nope.
Said nope. Yeah, I'm gonna try to tie up some loose ends this afternoon if I can get over this hangover. And a little bit tomorrow, I'll be packing and hitting the road. So I do think it'll be good. I'll have time in the hotel to have lots of time. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Oh.
Yeah, so just in case anybody just joined in, Joe was talking about how he's got to go on a work trip for a few weeks, so he's going to be stuck in a hotel, but that'll give him lots of time to get caught up on some things
Oh yeah, paperwork,
outside of work.
taxes,
yeah.
admin.
What's your hit list? Like, what's your priority of things
Priorities,
that you've been pushing off?
Finances of last year, from January to May. Trying to think, right? I was still doing a lot on personal credit. So I have to go through those. I mean, I think it was May or June. I started switching everything over to business accounts, business credit cards and such. So I got to go through that stuff. That's my focus. That is A1, number one. Hey, good morning on there. I think someone joined us over on my Instagram, maybe. Alterex. Am I saying that right? I can't see it from here, but yeah. So that's my goal. That's my focus. That is primary. Number one is to get that stuff squared away, organized. That's it. That's number one. Number two will be I want to fine tune some of my my task list for myself and for my team member Nell. I'm trying to get her. I don't like to use the word VA. I just don't like VAs. They're not virtual; they're real people. But yeah. So I want to get things cleaned up on that end. Just get a little more detailed, a little more organized. That's what I'm looking forward to the next trip. And sunshine and warm weather, I'm definitely looking forward to.
Yeah,
for
sure.
But That's really it.
Hey, why? You know what I just thought about? Why don't you
What?
explain to the viewers how we've been using Asana, that free tool for to-do lists?
Yeah.
Because I actually told a few people, few friends about that recently, and it seems like a lot of people don't know about it, and it
Oh yeah.
honestly has been a game changer for me and a couple people I've recommended it to. Completely free service, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm using the paid version. So
Oh,
um,
okay.
I for myself, I don't have it. So I run two different things in Asana. So Asana is right. That's just a software that's Brian said is free for most every function you'd want. It's really just good for task lists, organizing a team. I know you and I went back and forth. I'm a huge fan of Microsoft Teams. So we were looking at using Microsoft Teams, or what we do. Asana was free, and it works really well so far. You're definitely more organized. So we have a team together, right? Brian and I have a Asana a team within there together with our VAs, and I say, here we go, saying it again. I don't like it. Our team members. And it's a really just a way to keep track of reoccurring task, checklist, KPIs, whatever you want to call it. It's just a way to organize that stuff. And there's nice little features like you can connect you can reference in your list like, hey, update such and such on the spreadsheet, and you can actually link it to the Google sheet. So they just click it, goes right to the Google Drive. I upgraded. I'm still not sure I'm going to keep it, but it's working well. I upgraded because you can add custom, I think they call them fields, custom fields. So I'm using that for tracking pay. I have three, my daughters and one buddy that comes and works in the warehouse. So I actually added a custom field that actually is for tracking like projects. I just use actual time, and I do it. The task is a week. So it's, the Sunday to a Saturday is the task name. And then at the end, it's like actual time. And then I put in each day. It actually breaks it down by day. It's really clever. It just, and it totals the time that they worked. And then I also put in what's a radio button, whatever you call it, that's paid or not paid. So, sometimes if I can't pay, like if I don't see someone for I'll just say, so that way I know I didn't pay them yet. But I've also now started paying everybody through ACH transfers. So that made it all from the business. So it's no longer having to run to the bank, take cash out, go into my QuickBooks, try to record the cash, what it was for, so now that's all done through ACH. So yeah, I'm liking it so far. I do. I know there's several tools out there that do the same thing. And I know I was using it, I think before you and I started doing it together, I was using it a little bit. And I know there was something else we tried too. Wasn't there another software we actually
Did we try Todoist or something?
Todoist?
But
Yeah,
I think it was paid, and so
yeah.
the thing is with the Asana, the fact that the free version pretty much gives you everything you need to do.
It gives a lot.
I think that's what really took it over the edge to be
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're switching to this,
Yeah, it looks like Leslie's going to start using it as well. She's saying in the chat on Instagram. She says you were telling her about it. She's going to dive into it. So that's awesome. Yeah, it's helpful. And I'll be completely honest. I don't know that the app, they have an app, right? A mobile app. I don't know if I like that as much as the desktop version. I mean, it's handy. I just don't use it that much. I have it on my desktop. It's actually a window always open on that Google Chrome. I sent Tracy a message. I said, come on and join us. She goes, I can't. I'm in church. I was like, you're messaging in church? But hey, who else joined us over here? We got Jessica joined us, I think, over on the one. Hello. Or who else we have over there? Someone came and left, I think, too. Yeah. Well, Brian, we're kind of getting up on the hour here shortly. Oh, what do we got here? Asana's been great, actually better than Trello. That was another one. Yeah, thanks, Ray.
That's Rachel, actually.
Oh, that's Rachel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't recognize that handle. Ray. So I just called Rachel Ray. Hey, Ray. Ray. Yeah, Rachel, why don't you come on and join us for a couple minutes? I want to hear how your week's been going. Rachel's a friend of ours who she's taken this business to a whole different level, and she opened a prep center. But I want to hear how things are going. You should join us. We got about 10 minutes left. We can send Rachel. Let's see if we can convince her to coming on and chatting, throwing her on the spot. But I love talking to Rachel and hearing what's going on in her business, because she's just got a whole different perspective on it from the prep center side now, which is cool. And I respect that. I kind of jealous, because I keep saying I want to have a prep center someday. So maybe someday, but not anytime soon. I'm out of liquid IV. I don't know if I'm going to survive. I'm so hungover. I am hurting. I cannot wait to go back to the couch. I'm telling you that right now. I am on the couch for another 3 to 4 hours and try to figure if I can take and fall asleep somehow. Sparkling water, 0 everything.
Hopefully you get feeling better soon.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what they were putting in that vodka last night, but I thought putting it over ice would, the ice would melt and you were getting water with the vodka, but I guess not. When you drink them that fast, the ice doesn't have enough time to melt. I can't do it anymore, Brian. 52 years old. Can't do it anymore. That was just a little pregame for Vegas. That's all.
Well, anybody in the any of our chats here on Instagram or YouTube got any more questions, or we can start wrapping up for those?
Yeah, I got about 5 more minutes. We'll keep it to an hour.
Cool.
Rachel said no to joining us. I'm betting did she take off and go?
Oh, she said she's in a madhouse. That's why she missed most of today. Next week, hopefully, she said.
I get it. We're just teasing you.
Yeah, I would love to have her on the show for a little bit of a different perspective on this business, because I think Joe briefly mentioned it. She's one of our friends who was selling on Amazon quite a bit and then started her own prep center. So it'd be interesting to have her perspective on a lot of things. I mean, it's her perspective has definitely changed a lot.
Yeah. So and if you're looking for a prep center in Florida, she's down there. My Discord messages have been so delayed. I literally just got my phone. I don't know what. It's really weird. They're like minutes delayed. Like 5 minutes it takes for a message to pop through. Let's wrap it up. Let's talk about. We'll be back again next Sunday. Here, buddy. What's up? We'll be here back next Sunday at 11 a.m. I'll be doing it from a hotel. Hold on 1 second. We got a little furball wants to say hi. You gonna say hi, bud? Don't not step on the keypad. It's a little Wolfie. Oh yeah. He's a little. He's a good boy. Are you a good boy? There you go. He gets terrorized by the dog. He's gonna walk out of the office here and he's poking around his head around the door, because the dog will tear after. He chases him. The dog doesn't hurt him or anything, but the dog will tear after him.
Oh gosh.
He's literally standing at the door planning his escape. What? He talks to you. He's back over here. But yeah, so be next week from the hotel, and then before we know it, we'll be at ASD.
That'll be fun.
Yep. So I don't know if, and I want to put it out there, I did it last ASD. I organized an impromptu kind of type meetup where just started inviting people to meet up, different sellers, people from the community. I'm working on that again this time. We're going to do a meetup. Again, very informal, no formalities at all. I'll be working on those details. We'll be putting it out. I know a couple of their friends are planning on joining that. We'll try to get a list. We did a last one. I think we ended up over 100 people. It definitely was overall. I mean, it was we produced a good crowd, and we had a bunch of people showing up. I think even can't remember if it was Corey or Maya. Some of they brought their guys that do some of their video shooting and stuff like that. So they recorded a bunch of content there. It was good, man. It was a good show up. Just hang out, very just people stand around talking and meet new people. Nothing really truly organized other than we give a place and a time and show up. So we'll be working on that this week. So that'll be a fun
Where
time.
can people go if they're interested in doing that? Just look at your Instagram, afk.jomazon.
Yeah, we'll just put it out on Instagram. We'll put it on Twitter. We'll put it on.
Cool.
We'll talk about it here. Hopefully next week. I have it firmed up.
Oh yeah, true.
We'll put it out on here, and I know that I know for sure. I think Corey's in, so he'll pump it out, and we'll probably have a few others. I'm just not sure, but it's coming. And we'll have fun. It'll be a good time and have some drinks. Hopefully,
a few less next time.
A few, yeah, I'll definitely have less. Yeah. There's the handsome boy. He came to say goodbye to everyone. Where is he? All right. His mama just left to go to Penn State for 2 days, so he's sad. I think he's. What are you getting into? He's into something. Hey. Oh, he just backed up. He literally walked backwards and turned around as soon as I said, "What are you getting into?" I better go find out what he's getting into. All right. It's noon, right?
Yep.
Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. for you there. But we'll be back next Sunday. Thanks, Brian, and everyone for joining us. We'll see you all or talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.